LwCad 4.5 Adding windows and doors into shape library. In this video I'll show you how easily you can create windows with frames and doors with frames, how to add them into library and then use with a window tool. So on the viewport you can see two objects, a window with frame and door with frame. And because of new addition in version 4.5, we can use now window tool with a new layer system, which means we can put more objects into different layers and then add them as a complete object. But for doing this, we need to first add these objects into shape library as a separate objects. So for example, this window, we will separate the window from frame, and also for door, separate door from the frame. So now in this next layer we can see these objects separated. So here we have a window, window frame, door, and door frame as a separate object, and we need to add these objects each as individual object into shape library. First, I will add this simple window. Using Add to Acquis tool, in numeric panel of this tool, we need to set a library type and shape type. Library type for this window is of course window, and shape type will be front wall. Front wall means that if this window will be placed on the wall, it will be placed from the front wall. And with additional offset parameter, we can then offset it along the depth of the wall from the front wall position. So now clicking to top viewport, the tool is activated, and we can set additional options for this shape object with these four OpenGeo buttons: intervals, set wall, hole, and two rectangle. With intervals we can set fixed intervals along X, Y, and Z axis. So I will fix it along the X on this position and fix it along the Y axis on this position, and these intervals will hold the frame of the window. These intervals will be fixed, and even if we stretch this object on the wall, then the frame will be same size thanks to these intervals. Next, set wall. Set wall defines where is the front wall for this window object. So by default it is on the top of the window, so we can change it or not. Default is fine for this type of object. With hole option we can define where is actual drilling hole for this window. By default it is also correct because it is outlined the box of the window, and it is correct. And last one, two rectangle, it is by default is again same as the hole. And if we need to change it, we can do it, but again for this window it is okay as it is. So I will leave it by default and add this window object into library with Add Shape button in the numeric panel here. So, but first I will create some different directory. So I will name it the test, and in this test library I will add new window test object. Next object is this simple window frame, which is second part of our window. Again, using Add to Acquis tool, in numeric panel we will set a library type to window, and shape type will be now front back wall, because we want to stretch this frame from the front to back side of the wall. Again, clicking into top viewport will activate tool, and with intervals we can fix the frame along X and Y axis, same as window. And for this frame we need to fix some parts also along the Z axis, because we will be stretching this frame along the depth of the wall. So I will fix also these parts on the front and on the back. And with set wall option we now define these two sides of the wall, so front and back side of the wall. So I will define front side here, back side here, and this defines where is the wall located in this object. Doesn't matter which is which, front back or back front, the tool will automatically set it up correctly. Next option is a hole. I will define a rectangle hole somewhere here inside the frame, so we will not see it and the frame will overlap it. And last one, two rectangle. For this frame, two rectangle will be placed in the inside corners of this frame, so from this corner to this corner. And now just add newly created window frame into library. So frame test, okay. Window frame test. Okay. So now we have two objects in library, two new objects, and we can use them with a window tool. In window tool we have to enable layers if we want to use both of these objects at once. So with enabled layers, in the first layer I will set this frame, and into second layer I will activate it, and in second layer I will activate the window object. So first layer is frame, second layer is window. Now when it is applied on the wall, we can see the final window is nicely created. Frame is stretched from the front to back wall, and window inside can be offsetted with these parameters, so we can change the offset of inside part of the window. And when we use this also on different wall with different depth or thickness of the wall, we can see the frame is always properly stretched from the front to back wall, and offset parameter can be placed on location we need. Next, two objects, door and door frame. We can add these two objects same way as previous window and window frame, but I will do some little differences. So in a door, this door is created from polygons except the handle. Handle is created with element tool, and it is not frozen into polygons, but it is still as a element instance. So we can also add the object, polygonal object, with included instances. So I will use again add to arcwist tool. Now we need to define library type a door, create some test folder, and clicking to top viewport activate the tool. In this case I will not set up intervals. These front wall, hole and two rectangle by default are okay, so we can directly add this object into shape library. So I will add test door. So as you can see, if you're not adding intervals, it's pretty quick. And same for frame. Add to arcwist, set door, but now we need to set front back wall. So clicking to top viewport, and now just set wall, front and back. Again, I will not set intervals. Hole will be here, inside, behind the frame, and two rectangle will be inside corner. Okay. Now test frame. Okay, so now we have pretty quickly added door and door frame. And now we can try these two new objects with window tool. So in numeric panel, enabling layers, in first layer we will set the window door frame. In second layer, activate it and enable the door object. When we apply this tool on the wall, and when we're stretching the tool rectangle, we can see that all objects, door and frame, are stretching together with rectangle. So because we have no intervals defined in any of the object, then object is stretched together, each part. So it doesn't work well. So you can see how important it is to set up intervals correctly. All default door and frame door frame objects in shape library of current version 4.5 are added same way into library as I did now, doors and doors frames, except with included intervals. So we can now go to default library and use proper objects from the library. So in the first layer there will be, let's say, this frame. In second layer will be this door, and now when I apply this door on the wall and stretching, you can see with included intervals it working very well, same as previously added window. And now when we want to access that instance of handle included in door, we need to add this door as an instance. When we are adding this door as an instance, each door and door frame are added as separate instances. So even when you drop tool, then you can access with Instance Manager this instance and change it to different instance. Also same from frame. You can change to another frame. And then we can freeze all these instances into polygons. But with first use of freeze instance, only first layer of instances are frozen into polygons. If there is some another instance included as or handle in this door object, then this instance as after first use of a freeze is still as an instance. So it is revealed now. And now again we can use Instance Manager again and change it to different instance. And finally we can use freeze instance again, and also this handle is frozen into polygons finally. So by that way you have full freedom of changing doors, windows, included handles, even after you drop the tool, building is created. All you need to do is to create these windows and doors as instances.